Societies that desire to create a balanced social order and possibly make an impact on the socio-economic development of the people, paying considerable attention to the human resource at the grassroots is imperative. The reason for this is simple. The grassroots is the very foundation, source, and/or basic level of society that serves as a pivot for development. Thus, the bottom-up approach, which gives fillip to grassroots development, has proven to be effective when dealing with an idea or movement. It is for this reason that the Delta State government is giving priority attention to grassroots talent development through sports. Sports is a unifying factor, a bridger of the divide among ethnic groups, as well as a source of employment and poverty eradicator. Sport also promotes general well-being in physical and mental alertness, team spirit, and mutual respect among team members. In sports, success and achievements are experienced as it gives contestants the room to participate in and win competitions. Little wonder the Delta State government has over the years shown hunger for these advantages by promoting grassroots talent development through sports.
Delta State is thriving in sports today is because we always catch them young, because of our grassroots sports development program. We groom them until they hit stardom. Right now, people like Ophili and rest of them, they are making waves in the US right now. A lot of them are on scholarship in the US. Divine Oduduru, that was how it all started.
It is an indisputable fact that over the years, the state has been at the forefront of discovering, grooming, and promoting sportsmen and women that have done Nigeria proud at different sports meetings, both locally and internationally. S.A. Brume, Blessing Okagbare, Austin J.J. Okocha, and the late Stephen Keshi are just a few examples. Delta State has maintained these records of having top talented athletes in sports. The big question is, what is the secret of their success?
Delta is a sport-loving state, backed up by a sport-loving governor who has always done all necessary to promote sports in Delta. The National Sport Festival that held at Edo, Delta clinched top position with a very wide margin. That has been made possible by the number of sports-loving people that Delta has produced.
I will always commend His Excellency for all his lofty ideas. It's not only working, it's also building on people's capacity, building on this developing sport for us. The sporting activity in the state has improved tremendously because when he came on board, what it was not on ground, but now it's now back to the leagues. We have good teams in our leagues and it's doing the sport not just in football, but in athletes, boxing and everywhere. And it's a very good development.
Governor Ifeanyi Okowa's interest in raising future athletes for the state and the nation in general contributes to his sustained commitment towards grassroots development of young talents in sporting activities. He goes beyond hunting these talents in their various schools and different local governments to creating various competitions such as the Headmasters Cup for primary school learners, Principals Cup for secondary school learners for both public and private schools, Under 15 sports competition, and the Algon Sports Festival for these young talents to compete among themselves across the 25 local governments of the state.
Okay, that is it. Everyone to be in the one. Victory ceremony.
In an effort to promote all-round development for sports talents in Delta State, the OKOWA-led administration went into the revival of school sports and have partnered with some public-private entities to help develop and sustain the sports sector. Just recently, St. Patrick's College Asaba hosted the kickoff ceremony of the third edition of the 2020-2021 Zenith Bank Delta Headmasters Cup.
We had championed right from the beginning that we want a return to grassroots sports, but also to bring back the golden era of inter-school sports. We have seen Delta reenact that process. We want to be part of it, and we want to come and support them and stand with the governor, His Excellency, Governor OKOWA, in what he is doing, investing in the youth of our time, investing in sports infrastructure.
The state has been sponsoring the Headmasters Cup, but we decided to take the burden of the state by taking full sponsorship, and that's what the bank has been doing. In my bank, there are some of them that are still on scholarship, apart from the football academies that they've gone into. Some schools have won school buses, and that has helped in one way or the other.
Since the inception of this administration in 2015, Senator Dr. OKOWA has encouraged sports in Delta. He has revived and reorganized the Delta State Sports Commission to make the selection of our teaming youths to represent the states at national festivals a very successful one. Zenith Bank is collaborating with us. They have been doing this in the Principals Cup, and this year they are partnering with us in the Headmasters Cup, and this is with a bid to capture them young.
We are expected to see them grow to become stars of tomorrow.
The tournament kicked off with a football match between Nursery Primary School Abo and Uzoegwe Primary School Asaba, with Nursery Primary School Abo defeating Uzoegwe Primary School Asaba by 5-2.
An opportunity for them to score, and there's nice work for this by goal!
Smart Delta Media crew spoke with the players and their coaches.
We won the match like 5-2, Jesus, and I scored the first goal. I'm so excited. So thank Governor OKOWA for this opportunity to show our talent.
I want to say a very big thank you to Senator Dr. OKOWA for his best effort and for the love of sport in the state. I'm happy that the Delta State government are doing their best to bring out these young ones, which are the future generations, and for them to be able to showcase their talent, their skills, so that they can be able to use it as a career in the future.
The first two editions, the talents that were discovered are also known to us, and they are not left alone. At present, they are playing in different clubs at different levels. And in this edition also, we are going to look inward so that the talents that will also be discovered can be treated in such a way that their talents will not be abandoned anywhere along the line.
Still basking in the glory of these young talents, St. Patrick's College Asaba yet again played host to the 5th edition of the 2021 Zenith Bank Delta Principals Cup on the 7th of October, an avenue to identify budding talents and nurture them into future football stars.
Send the ball across to Chigozie. Chigozie with the ball now.
The match ended in a 5-1 score, with West End Mixed Secondary School Asaba winning the competition against Niger Mixed Secondary School Asaba.
What does he do? A shot! Oh! What a goal!
We are so much interested in the youths. We are so much interested in the future of this country. We've been sponsoring this event for the past 5 years plus. If you check the statistics, you see that great players have emerged from the Principals Cup, and it's a great thing that Zenith will be remembered for. We look forward to more great players coming out from this set of tournaments and players.
The thing the government and the Zenith Bank is doing is worth emulating, and I would say that I will give them an applaud for that, catching these children at the young stage and bringing them up, encouraging them to do sports in line with their education. And that's what it's supposed to be.
Delta State government believes strongly in grassroots development of talents. Young talents so discovered via this means are nurtured, developed and groomed to perfect their skills and then unleashed on the world stage. An ideal is the recently concluded maiden edition of the Algon Sports Festival in the main bowl of the Stephen Keshi Stadium, Asaba. Young talented boys and girls from the grassroots were encouraged to participate.
The local government is a reservoir of talents, and the intention was to ensure that we kept our youngsters busy. Talent building is our focus, and fortunately too, all over the world, athletics is making money. People are having scholarships, children, and so I think that it was a way of ensuring that we breed new talents for the purpose of ensuring that their future is guaranteed. And sports generally brings people together, and that was the purpose for which we initiated and instituted the local government sports festival.
We have a sport-loving governor who has provided the sporting infrastructures. In terms of helping out with these talents, there is already a blueprint. He is very, very proactive when it comes to sporting activities. He has provided the necessary finance through the Delta State Sports Council. So as soon as they discover these talents, there is always a fund available for enhancing the activities of these talents and sustaining them and ensuring that they are consistent.
This is part of the stronger Delta we are talking about. With this, we will discover more talents coming.
Supporting young talent just as this is what His Excellency Senator Dr. OKOWA is committed to doing. A feat he has demonstrated in supporting the younger generation when it comes to sports. We are here today to witness the first ever Algon Sport Festival, where they had to anchor the 25 local governments that have come to celebrate the younger generation. What you are seeing right here is no doubt that His Excellency is here to build a stronger Delta for all Deltas.
Smart Delta team spoke with these young talents and some state dignitaries at the event.
The whole environment is colorful, and they really put in effort into bringing up young athletes and giving them opportunity to show their talents and stuff like that. I really appreciate the Delta State government and the Delta State Sports Commission.
This competition is an avenue for us to run. We've been on the grassroots for a very long time, trying to get some competitions to run, going for national trials, which is very big for us at the grassroots. So competitions like these are very, very good for us to showcase what we can do, to give us the opportunity to actually run.
What you're seeing here, as organized by Algon with the support of the state government, is to throw up more athletes that will represent our states and by extension our country in international federations, in international sports fiesta. And you can see the various local governments with a robust participation, and most importantly, you can see the result that has been thrown up.
This administration of OKOWA has been very friendly and supportive of sport activities in the state. Sport activities, encouraging the youths, investing in their skills sport-wise has been very, very helpful.
Smart Delta. Welcome to Delta. My Delta, my Delta. Welcome to Delta. My Delta, my Delta. Come live in Delta. Come invest in Delta. Come explore the potentials of our state. You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where OKOWA they do. You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where OKOWA they do. I see your job and wealth creation in Delta. Make the youth say them higher. OKOWA. I see good roads everywhere in Delta. Make the people say them cola. Smart Delta.
Now he takes the kick, and I can tell you that is the smart governor. The smart governor, the sports-loving governor.
The sports-loving governor, Senator Dr. Arthur Ifeanyi-Okowa, has continued to lead young talented Deltans to a limelight position through his grassroots development in sporting activities. Team Delta won the 5th edition of the National Youth Games NYG held in 2019 after garnering 104 medals comprising 41 gold, 32 silver and 31 bronze medals. This revealed the fact that Delta State had won all 5 editions of the game since its inception in 2013.
I give glory to God that our young ones are actually developing themselves and that they are helping our policy to work out. And they are encouraging us and will continue to encourage them. It's all about accepting that we need to develop our youth, accepting to put the resources in the right direction, and encouraging the youth to do well. And that is exactly what has happened.
His Excellency Senator Dr. Arthur OKOWA sees the National Sports Festival as a rallying point for national unity and cultural integration, thereby celebrates Team Delta after emerging champions at the just concluded 20th National Sports Festival NSF in Edo State, and has taken the deserved mantle to host the 2022 biennial sporting event, a Nigerian version of the Olympic Games.
I should really give credit to the executive governor of Delta State. And equally, you can even see the achievement based on the performance of Team Delta, not only at the national level, even at the youth level. We go to the record, they hold the champions of the National Youth Games, about 3 editions now. So the facilities are there.
Right from onset, Delta State has always been at the top of the sports. But when he came, he added something no other state can ever match. He makes sports a means of livelihood. He bettered many homes. When they say sports is entertainment, he has gone beyond entertainment. It's now a means of livelihood. People want to survive in sports.
Meanwhile, Team Delta defended their title as champions of Edo 2020 with 384 medals after a total of 158 gold, 116 silver, and 110 bronze medals. The victory in Benin City is Team Delta's 6th consecutive National Sports Festival triumph.
Hosting flag for the next festival to be held here in Delta State. Hey. All right. We call him the sports master. The hosting flag.
Deltas have been happy about this, that we did very well. And of course, you know, we've been winning, and so far in his tenure, we've won 2 times. He's very happy about it. And Delta State have been bidding in the past to host, but this time around, we've been granted the permission to host. And you know Delta, at the end of the day, we've seen what other people have done, so we're going to do better by the grace of God.
Recently, Team Delta topped the medal table at the end of the South-South zonal elimination, which took place at the Stephen Keshi Stadium, Asaba. The stadium hosted other states, which includes Bayelsa State, Rivers State, Edo State, Akwa Ibom State, Cross River State, and of course, Delta State.
To get it right, we have to do the screening to spot out 1 or 2 who are over age. It's our tradition that we normally move the games around the state of the zone. We're supposed to have been in Rivers State, but basically, due to logistic reason, we have to appeal, and Delta State now come to our aid and now accepted to host. So that's why we are here in Delta State. His Excellency Senator Dr. OKOWA, he has been a father, a lover of children. So I want him to continue to do more, and God will bless him, bless the entire executive, bless the entire Delta State.
I'm a hockey player.
Smart Delta team interviewed most of the contestants from different states for the South-South zonal elimination.
I know that we are very sure we are coming out the best because Delta has been good in sports. We are going to put our efforts and come out the best to take the gold medal and to also make the state proud of us.
I'm proud of Delta because this is the 3rd youth game we are going to, so we've never lose. The first one we won silver, second one we won gold. So this one I'm hoping on gold.
I've been excited ever since we were told by our coach that we are coming to Delta State to come and play qualifiers because we are going to meet other states. Yes, we are going to show our talent, what we have been training for ever since. We want to show them now. We will try our best because we are coming for competition, but this time around we'll be the winner.
I want to believe that they do well
because they have support from government and from well-meaning individuals. I'm sure they will still do well in this one, but I believe that my own state too will headbutt each other and will go on with the victory.
Delta State has moved beyond receiving interstate or national awards to receiving recognition all over the world. An example is the just concluded Tokyo 2020 Olympics. His Excellency Senator Dr. Arthur Ifeanyi Okowa, on behalf of his administration and the good people of Delta State, congratulated an illustrious daughter, Ese Brume, for making Deltans proud again by winning Nigeria's first medal at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics.
Smart Delta.
The governor also did not hesitate to congratulate Blessing Oborodudu, the female wrestler who won silver in the women's wrestling event. He lauded the wins of these talents and prayed that Delta State will continue to work harder to win more laurels for Nigeria in the near future. The Confederation of African Athletics (CAA) is one such tournament that was hosted at the Stephen Keshi Stadium, Asaba. A stadium that hosts grassroots talent turned out to accommodate a great number of international athletes. The CAA was a lively socio-economic event that boosted and brought Delta to the public eye.
To be honest, Nigeria was really fun. We have so much fun. The food was great. The people are great. Everything was just amazing. So yes, we would definitely come back.
Nigeria people are too kind. We ate good food.
Nigerian weather, the atmosphere, the stadium, the language, the broken English, the friendliness of Nigeria. It has been very well.
In Delta State today, grassroots talent utilizes sports as a source of livelihood. There is no gainsaying the fact that sports has emerged as an important component of the socio-economic development in the state. The active participation of the government in the grassroots talent development through sport has not just improved the state's productivity, but has placed the state on a pedestal of success. The Delta State government recognizes and appreciates these talents by awarding them with prizes, scholarships, monetary rewards, and providing a good platform for training.
By way of sports, we're able to take a lot of our young men and women from the streets. We're able to solve the problems of youth restiveness. Currently, our sportsmen and women, they are in Ilorin for the Youth Festival. Again, the last two editions, Delta State came tops. So we've done well in sports, we've planned well, we've motivated them, and they appreciate the role of government in their development.
His Excellency Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, being a sports lover, he has not moved his eyes out of those that represent us, because they will go out every time, they come back with medals. Of course, anytime they go come back with medals, he also attracts higher prize awards. Mostly some of them is cash, giving bosses and other prizes that followed it. All that is just to encourage these persons to perform more.
Delta has always been at the forefront of sporting activities in Nigeria. They are always producing the best athletes, and that's a fact. People that have gone to represent Nigeria and have won gold medals for the country. The secret behind it is that they catch them young. There's a system in place. It's not just by mistake. It's not everybody that has the capabilities of developing on your own. Sometimes we need the government, and that is exactly what the government in Delta State is doing. So that they're grooming these boys, and at the end of the day, it's going to impact positively on their socio-economic status.
His Excellency Senator Dr. Arthur Ifeanyi Okowa has shown an act of sportsmanship in sports as he makes available reliable platforms and sporting facilities in different local government areas across the 3 senatorial districts, even in primary and secondary schools, for an effective training which has made Delta State outstanding in sports in the past years.
The feedback segment.
This week,
We received a commendation message on our Instagram platform from Mercy Olime, and it reads, I want to commend Governor Ifeanyi OKOWA for his immense contribution and visible transformation on the sports sector in the state. This development has no doubt enabled young athletes to combine their passions for sports and academic pursuits successfully. Thank you, Governor OKOWA, for all you do for Deltans.
It's important to get informed about what is going on in this state. If you're going to pass suggestions to us as government, your suggestions will be welcome. To know more about the Smart Delta team, follow Smart Delta on their various links.
Text your questions to 08121192133 or send with the hashtag #AXIT to all our social media platforms.
You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where OKOWA they do. You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where OKOWA they do. I see your job and work creation in Delta make the youth say them higher. OKOWA. I see good roads everywhere in Delta make the people say them cola. Everywhere. Come live in Delta. Say me I say. Come invest in Delta. Come explore the potentials of our state.